Oh, today's gonna be awesome because today we are gonna learn about urban, suburban, and rural areas. These three words, urban, suburban, and rural, describe where we live. Some people live in urban areas, some people live in rural areas, and some people live in suburban areas. We're going to learn all three of these different types of areas so you can describe where you live. The first type of area that we're going to learn is urban areas. An urban area is a city. It is crowded with lots of buildings and people. Here we have a great example of an urban area. The buildings are close together, they're very tall, lots of people and traffic would come through here, it might be very loud. This is an urban area, a city environment. Here's another great example of an urban environment. Look at these tall buildings, the lights. This is a city. If it's a city, that means it's an urban area. This is an urban area. Here's another urban area. Lots of buildings. They're all close together. Some of them are very tall. You can imagine all the traffic, all the people there. This is an urban area. Here's another example of an urban area, and you see all the people, crowds of people. Urban areas are very crowded. Lots of people, lots of traffic, not just in cars, but foot traffic. Lots of people walking in urban area. Here's another example of an urban area. We know it's an urban area because it's a picture of a city. All cities are urban areas. This is an urban area. Tons of buildings, many of them tall, lots of people, lots of traffic. Here's another great picture of an urban area. All the people, all the buildings, everything's close together, everything's crowded. This is an urban area. To review, an urban area is a city. It is crowded with lots of buildings and people. The second type of area is suburban areas. A suburban area is near a city and it's often called the suburbs. It's less crowded than the city, the buildings are smaller, there are less people than are in the urban areas. Here is an example of a suburban environment. It's less crowded, it's quieter than the urban areas. People live in houses with yards. They usually drive because they aren't able to walk everywhere on foot. Here is another suburban area. As you can see, it's less crowded than the city. The houses have yards, there's more space, it's a little bit more quiet. It's a suburban area. Here's another suburban area, and this is looking up from the sky, and you can see all the homes. All the homes have yards. There's a little bit more space. It's not as crowded. It's not as busy as the urban areas. Here's a picture of a suburban area, and you can see different stores. There's a little bit more space in between them. In an urban area, everything is totally crowded, but in a suburban area, there's a little bit more space. Here's our final picture of a suburban area. You can look and see it's not as crowded as the urban areas. This is a suburban area, just a little more space, a little more quiet. To summarize, a suburban area is near a city and it's often called the suburbs. It is less crowded than the city, the buildings are smaller, and there are less people than are in the urban areas. The third and final type of area is rural. A rural area is away from the cities and suburbs, where everything is spread out. It is not crowded. There are not many people, or buildings. Here's an example of a rural area. It's a rural area because it's not in the city or the suburbs. Everything is very spread out. There are not a lot of people and not a lot of buildings. Here's another example of a rural area. Look, there aren't that many buildings, that many people. Everything is very spread out. It's rural. Here's another picture of a rural area. Look how spread out everything is. You don't see the crowds, you don't see all the people, you don't see any big buildings. It's a rural area. Look at this picture of a rural area. It's close up to a house, but if you can look in the background, there isn't much of anything else around. Everything is spread out. There aren't that many buildings. It's not in a neighborhood. It's rural. Here's our final picture of a rural area. Look, it's not in a neighborhood. It's not in the city. It's not the suburbs. It's a rural area where everything is spread out. There aren't a lot of people, and there aren't a lot of buildings. To summarize, a rural area is away from the cities and suburbs, where everything is spread out. It is not crowded. There are not many people or buildings. So where do you live? Do you live in an urban environment, the city? Or do you live in the rural environment where everything's spread out? Or do you live in a suburban area or the suburbs that's near a city, but it's not as crowded, it's not as loud as the city? Where do you live? Cool! We're going to find out how much you learned. We're going to play a game that we're calling Urban, Rural, or Suburban. And we're going to show you some areas, and you tell us which one it is. Here's our first one. Is this a picture of an urban area, a rural area, or a suburban area? Suburban. Great job. Let's try this one. Is this urban, rural, or suburban? Great job! It's an urban area. Let's try this one. Is it urban, rural, or suburban? It's rural. Great job! This one looks like fun. Is it urban, rural, or suburban? Yeah, it's urban. Here's another one. Is it urban, rural, or suburban? Yeah, it's suburban. Look at this one closely. Is this urban, rural, or suburban? Yeah, it's another suburban one. We gave you 2 in a row, didn't we? Try this one now. Is this urban, rural, or suburban? Yes, this is a rural area. Here's our final one. Is this urban, rural, or suburban? It's urban. Awesome job. Well, that's about all that we have for you. So next time somebody says, "What kind of area is this?" you'll know exactly what to tell them.